Greetings everyone, my name is Zetterville, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Mega Man 3D 2, The Siege of Megacity. Continuing on from the last episode, I'll now be paying a visit to the power station. But before that, I'll be collecting all of the tanks and upgrades that are scattered outside the facility. One over there, one over there. Nothing else over here. I'll check out the bridge first. I never tried out this vehicle before. It fires magnetic pulses, and its special ability is dropping all those bombs at once. I wish there was a faster way to cycle through these. For instance, add shortcuts. Two down, one left to go. A combination of the Toad Hop and the floating platforms is useful for collecting all these items. Normally I just go back to Dr. Light's laboratory, but this is more convenient. That's the annoying part of using the floating platforms. See what I mean, how you can slightly walk off of it? And sometimes you land on top of it, even though it looks like you shouldn't land on top of it. Where is that then? Is it inside of the facility? Because I can't reach there. Oh well, I'll mark it off as being a glitch. So first I'm going to enter the power station, immediately exit it so I can enter Dr. Light's lab as I need a refill. So jumping on top of the building was all for nothing, unfortunately. There is probably an upgrade or tank inside of the building itself. And as expected, we have electricity everywhere. In this area we have 3 bosses, each at different sides of the facility. So let's do this. Well, at least this gimmick was introduced in a safer environment. You never know if there's a hidden platform located at the bottom of the room. I can either go to the left or face off against the first boss. I'm gonna face off with the first boss first, or the boss located closest to this room. Alright, let's go after the southern boss first. That was kind of my bad. You need to crisscross between each side of the room in order to reach this door normally. And our first boss is Sparkman. How do you even dodge that attack? Let me try something. If I put it right in front of him, it deals a massive amount of damage. This was a very straightforward boss battle. And we get the spark shot. Green teleport pads are now accessible. I'll access the CPU after I complete this facility, or in the next episode if this takes long enough. So it's actually a special ability. Burst upon impact. But it phases into walls. I'm gonna dead abuse over here to get back to a higher life total, then proceed onwards normally. The spark shot seems disappointing, unless it's super effective against water-based roadmasters. That would have been more useful during the previous episode though. Nevertheless, it's time to go after the next boss in this facility. Yikes, jumping back over here is quite difficult due to the camera angles. Time to test my theory. Does dumping enemies off the ground actually destroy them? Sadly, that enemy got stuck in the wall. And it does count. That's good to know. Guess it's time to use the floating platforms then. The next boss is Anchor, a Mega Man killer. I thought I was going to face off against a Roadmaster here. Let's see if he has a weakness. Flame Shot has a decent amount of DPS. That was very straightforward as well. Boost damage of all attacks by 1 when equipped, so it's essentially like the power booster in Mega Man and Mega City. Although it feels a bit nerfed, as in that game it doubled my attack damage, although it did make it kinda broken back then, so the nerf makes sense. Now we need to backtrack back over there. Playing jump rope on top of the electric barrier. All things considered, that wasn't too bad. One of the few bonus items in this facility. This facility is lacking in terms of bonus items and upgrades. And it's super straightforward for a facility that requires red teleporter access. This facility has the highest prevalence of red doors though. In this room we have moving electrical beams, combined with a red room, so I need to destroy all these enemies. No bonus items here. Strange, this would be a perfect place to put at least one of them. Behind one of these platforms, perhaps. It's a great energy farming room though. On to the boss battle. This was overall a disappointing facility. It's just too straightforward. Hi there, Electman. Yikes, he still maintains his strength from Mega Man 1. His Elect Beam deals a truckload of damage per hit. And it pierces right through the walls. And he can teleport around the place. Alright, this makes up for the power station's easy difficulty. He does fall rather quickly, but he takes me out rather quickly as well. Elect Blast. Primary weapon, hold down for a devastating but costly electrical blast. And it requires the use of special weapon energy. The first blast takes a lot of energy to use, but as you hold it down, it drains energy over time like a flamethrower. Let me try it out. It 3-shots the big eye, so it is super damaging. So effectively, a stronger flamethrower, as long as you have the energy for it. So let's get out of here. I 100%ed this facility. It was just so simplistic though. Kind of disappointing. In fact, as this episode is only over 16 minutes long, let's go enter the CPU now, and see what's going on over there. Off screen, I decided to search for any tanks or upgrades that are scattered outside of the CPU building, but I found none. So let's enter it. Like most other facilities, this has 3 bosses. And the first boss is behind this door. And the boss is Crystal Man. How do I destroy this shield? It reflects all of my attacks back at me. So it's these force beam columns. I just need to lure Crystal Man into the columns. And hitting that switch reactivates all the destroyed energy columns. That was a very straightforward battle. Even faster because I used the power booster. Deflector shield. Reflects enemy attacks back at enemies, so just like with Crystal Man. And it is portable, however it does consume weapon energy over time. Plus I don't think it blocks lasers. And before I leave this room, just to be sure, you never know if there's one hidden, in case there are hidden or fake blocks. I don't want to walk in these energy columns as they're probably instant death. We have blue/purple Sniper Joes now, and I recognize these cubes. Oh goody, these are force beam generating cubes from Mega Man 3D. So I better preemptively equip the charge boots. I'll need to rush through this segment. I wish I had the armor here. I probably only unlocked the armor in the cold storage area. Just making sure I didn't miss something. My strategy here is to just rush forward, although it's not as effective if you don't have access to the charge boots. This is a perfect place to use either the spinning tops or the garbage thrower. More so the spinning tops as they deal more damage individually. I don't even know how I dodged that. Not only do I have to cross this room, I need to destroy all these enemies. Easier said than done though, especially at this distance. I'm gonna make a break for it. Oh, so close, but I took too much damage. The force beams deal a decent chunk of damage upon contact, which is why I wish I had access to armor. Let's make another break for it. There are some safe spots. There's our next boss battle. What do these do, though? Oh. I wished I was introduced over a non-bottomless pit. Essentially, when you jump on top of it or touch it, it immediately sends you boosting forwards. Instead over here, I'll just use the floating platforms. And our boss here is Quickman. He seems to have a visual upgrade compared to Mega Man 3D. I can see his after image trail. So he dashes around the arena, then does a shockwave generating jump and fires several quick boomerangs at me, and then repeats the pattern. I'm keeping the power booster equipped as it speeds up these boss battles. And he tries ramming into me several times as well. Nevertheless, the afterimage effect makes him easier to track. Every time I hit him, he dashes backwards, or dashes sideways, or in some direction. Sorry, but I want to play it safe here. I also wish this game's noise balancing was better, as some of the weapons, in particular the flamethrower and similar weapons, are just way too loud, especially in comparison with other weapons and the music. Quick boost. Just like in Mega Man 3D, let's see if it works the same way. Temporary burst of speed keeps you airborne for a short time. Yep, it works exactly the same as in Mega Man 3D, which in that game was game-breaking. It actually allowed you to sequence break the game pretty hard. With that, you could actually complete the game with only defeating 3 regular Roadmasters instead of the usual 10. It was supremely broken, especially when combined with the floating platforms. In this game, it is still kinda broken, especially when combined with the Toad Hop and the floating platforms. So that's how you get back over there, or collect the life upgrade. But now I can use a quick boost on demand, instead of using these platforms. Let me try out something. Can I use the same glitch as in Mega Man 3D? No, I can't. The clipping glitch was fixed. So these blue Sniper Joes fire Gemini lasers at me, which is a weapon you could acquire in Mega Man 3D. It was one of the best primary weapons in Mega Man 3D, due to its relatively high damage, the fact that you could control it after firing it, and how it can multi-hit enemies. Hopefully I didn't miss any upgrades in the previous screen. Why isn't the light going off for that E-tank? Oh, it is. It's kind of being obscured by the energy columns. Go figure. So it's a temporary jetpack, essentially. And our boss here is Solar Man. This is an aerial battle just like the Gyro Man encounter. The only way to dodge that is seemingly going above him or below him, and wow, all of his attacks deal a truckload of damage. He's trying to push me into the energy columns. In order to use a jetpack, press and hold down the jump button. Outside of this battle, it has a limited fuel supply, but inside, it's infinite. And he does telegraph when he's going to use his giant laser or his bomb attack. But he doesn't differentiate between the two. Solar flare. Also, we already entered the CPU game. It's safe now, so let's get out of here. This facility has been completed 100%. And I still maintain my jetpack, but now it's temporary. That seems like an odd feature as the rest of the vehicles actually disappear when you teleport. I guess this doesn't exactly count as a vehicle. So the purple teleporters are now open. However, there is at least one more facility to complete, as well as 25 more bosses to dispatch. Although I guess at least 4 or 5 of them are in the starship itself. So here's my plan. In the next episode, I'll first complete the cold storage, and then following that, I'll be exploring the rest of the blocks of the city, checking out to see if there's anything new there, any new facilities, and collect all the upgrades and tanks scattered around the place. Well then, thanks for watching, and have a nice day. Toodles!